Oh, 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 shit.
Oh, my
Oh.
fists are not very furious today.
Yeah, I think you're like
Neither was my
saying
pig speech,
you're
so...
saying fist of fury, and he in the
Just
exact
stabs
same
you.
move that Piper saw in Death,
Oh
he
no.
reaches out and grabs your fist, and your like chi force goes back down your arm. You can feel it shattering. Can you roll a d6 damage against yourself? Yeah, you pretty
Oh,
well mess yourself up.
he knows Tiger Sloth style.
No, no, it's not
Shit.
Tiger Sloth style. I think he's using
You,
like
you know
narwhal
what? I
style.
this is a
No,
new this is a new encounter. I get another reroll, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Fuck.
re-roll this damage. I
I,
think it says you or an ally, right?
Ooh, I
You're
think
you're
so.
dealing damage on behalf of the bad guy. I'll let it
oh,
happen.
oh
Go ahead.
oh
Go
oh
ahead.
no
Nope, it's fine. Go ahead. Re-roll the
No, once per
damage.
battle you may reroll a single damage roll, yours or someone else's. That's
Go
all it
ahead.
says.
All right.
no. Yay!
You
So
saved
it's
yourself
4.
1 point of pain. It
Okay.
wasn't as crippling as I thought it was.
Yeah, I just like scream and like grab my arm like close to my body as it like racked with pain.
Okay, what do you guys do now?
I so I'm an owl,
Yes.
so I hide behind the pillar
Okay.
and I turn into a poisonous snake.
Okay, let's do it. How big of a snake are we talking here?
Uh, Small enough that I can be pretty stealthy
Like
about
a
it.
garden snake, then.
Yeah, but a poisonous
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Okay.
12.
Oh
I'll
shit.
give you both of the poisonous moves. So inflict poison and drive them back. Okay, you
Okay.
got 3 hold.
Inflict poison and drive them back.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, can I like try to? I'm gonna try to pull out my potion, my last potion, and chug it while like leaping backwards away from
I
this.
think you're gonna have to defy danger to do that. So you're
Okay.
leaping backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent, because I know what move I'm gonna use if you fail. Yeah, but you don't.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Okay.
leap out
So
of the way of the charging horde of dudes coming at you.
all right, that brings me back up to full HP when I chug my last potion, and I shatter it on the ground.
Doo-doo-doo. All right, Owl Snake, what are you doing now?
I so I hid behind this pillar here, so
Sure.
I kind of come out and I try to bite this guy like on the ankle or something.
Okay.
Use one of my hold to inflict poison.
Okay, he's like, oh, the pain of the poison!
I
Someone
slither
suck it
away.
out!
Suck the venom.
I slither away to this pillar over here.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
Suck it out. Suck
So
it
this guy
out.
comes over there and is like,
Pee on my leg.
that guy comes out and probably they have like one use of an adventuring kit, so with like antitoxin in it or something. You know, they're King's Guard.
Yeah.
They gotta be able to be like, oh, the king's been poisoned. Hit him with the EpiPen real quick.
they get the first aid kit off the
Yeah.
wall and
There's like
Yes.
one on each little pillar there. for
Yeah,
safety.
so that's what happens. Like you distract these 2 guards out of the combat for a considerable amount of time as he's like
Peeing on
sucking
his
the
leg.
poison out, and then he's like, okay, do you drink this or do you inject it? I don't know. We've got needles in here for some reason.
reading the instructions on the first aid kit. Like, how does this even...
Nobody's ever been poisoned here before.
I think the remaining 4 guards are all dogpiling towards Zakis now that he's like,
Yeah.
he said, I'm a big bad spellcaster,
Okay.
waving my giant staff around, and they're like, hey, we're in melee with this guy
So,
now.
yeah.
I want to like
uh,
try to dive, like when I see them like running to go rush him. As soon as I like smash my potion, I want to try to like go on like all 4s above him, so they can only pile on top of me, and I'm holding all their like weight over him, so he can like crawl out.
You just like join it. You like get into the
Yeah,
dog pile
I get in
first.
first.
Okay,
Yeah, I have
all
to
right,
get in
make your
first.
defend
Otherwise,
move.
I'm just adding weight to the problem, right?
I feel like
Oh.
that is another excellent failed thing to throw in there.
God damn it. So yeah, I'm loving this this situation where Rad like like stepped out to the side to protect me from the captain, just like left me exposed to the 4 other guys. Rad as I like approaching towards me, he's like piling.
And I'm like, oh Jesus, this is bad. And I just like run and do like a diving move.
Roll
While he's doing
con.
that, I'm moving up to this pillar here.
How do you want to play this?
I think it's defend.
In the instant,
okay, I'll give a defend. Great.
I wanna.
'Cause
In the
you'd be
instant
redirecting
before
your
I am
attack.
impaled, I want to try and distract these guards. I don't know what the actual truth of this particular situation is, but I say, look, the king is dead.
I think that would be int.
You think that'll be
Because
it?
you're trying to.
Okay.
So I want to see the defend move first. Because
Okay.
if you fail, they're definitely going to pile on you.
Yeah.
Yep. Bad?
Okay, what am
Yeah.
You're rolling con for defend.
Con.
While he's rolling, what does this other move that you gave me do? The drive them back? Like, it
So
drives
if
them
you
back,
use
but
that, they basically like retreat away
Yes.
from you. They don't want to
Yes.
be bitten.
You got hold
Okay.
3, I think.
Okay, yeah. All right, Zakis.
Okay.
Make your...
Look, the king. He's
Look,
dead.
the king's dead!
Yes. I was. I
Yeah,
said
they're
it so
easily
forcefully.
fooled by this. All of them
I
are
s-
like,
I
no!
said it so forcefully it actually came true.
The king is dead. No,
The king
he's
just
not
dies.
dead, but they all turn to look, and they slow down enough that Rad gets in between you and them.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm like on top of him, and I'm gonna
Just, like-
try to.
Bear me to the ground and like dome over the top of me.
Yeah. So then I'm like doing like this like spider pose over him, and like trying to like lash out at guards, like wow, with like my feet in my hands, but like still staying over him, like protecting him. So which? Let me get my sheet out of the way so I can see which is like.
Like
the-
all insectoids missing 4
Oh,
legs.
I can go in. I can go in any direction. Yeah. So I just go to like the guy down low.
Okay.
This guy, and like
Sure.
do like a quick lash out. And fail miserably.
All right,
to
all
hit
4 of them begin kicking you in the face.
him.
Can you roll a d6 plus 3?
I'm like, oh my face! Oh, that was my eye. Now my nose. Oh dear.
Good work, Rad.
Mr. Snake. Hyper, what's going on?
I turn into a much larger poisonous snake.
Oh, ow.
Okay, you turn into a much larger snake. What
With
kind
a
of snake are
9,
we
so-
talking about here?
Like a anaconda.
Okay. You have the exact same moves, plus you have a new move called Crush to Death.
I give the best OP move.
Okay.
It's so hard not to give druids OP moves. You're all, ooh, I have a good idea. You kill someone by doing this. That's epic.
Okay, so I come out from behind this pillar over here, and I start moving towards the group, and I hiss really loudly.
You're using Drive Them Back?
Yeah.
Okay, so all of them immediately take a step backwards away from Zakis.
Okay, can I like try
And
to
also,
grab
and also, Rad.
grab one of the legs when he steps back and like sweep him to the ground?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Feel like Cobra Style's getting a lot of use today.
Yeah. He's like,
Oh.
sweep
His
the
leg-
leg.
came
That
off.
music video, Sweep the Leg, is fantastic, by the way, if you've never watched it. It has all the actors from the Karate Kid, like 20 years later.
It's
awesome.
a partial success, but since it's not a punch attack, I don't know if it counts as.
I think that in response, you're also going to get leg swept.
Okay.
I want to
So, like, you sweep that guy's leg, and, like, you ding your leg while you're doing it, and you both are like, ah!
Okay,
I
so we
wanna-
fall in like a pile, and he takes. Let's see here. Nice.
Yeah. Tell me how you kill him with a leg sweep.
6.
Just
I like
takes off his leg
grab
entirely.
the leg up and like pull back, and like his legs like fly up, and his head like strikes the ground like a fucking matchstick.
He falls on
When you
a
strike
part
it
of the. I
hard.
think he falls on part of the dead pig, and like one of the dead pig's ribs impales him through the neck. It was just an unlucky moment, you know.
But I like pull too hard and like throw myself off balance, and like
You slip in the pig blood as well. It's a very slippery
Yeah.
surface.
and knock myself a little bit.
All right. Zakis, what's going on with you?
So yeah, like I had Rad like over the top of me protecting me. I'm like, good work, Rad. I like crawled away out from underneath him.
Yep.
So I kind of like crawled up to over here and then stood up my staff and looked around. So they were all backed over there.
Yep, but they're all looking to come right back at you. They're
Yeah,
just
Rad
trying to
has
keep
Rad
their
has
distance.
taken one down. Yeah, I think the only correct thing for me to do in this situation is get behind the snake. Where is the snake?
Snake's at the northern pillar, northeast.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm
I just-
kind of like right
You know
around
what?
here.
I just get behind. I just get behind this pillar. I just like run off
Run
and get
away.
behind the pillar. The snake's like between them and the pillar. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Okay.
It's not even gonna move. I just want to run over there.
So I feel like they're all like surrounding the snake now. They're all like moving to like hem Rad and Piper in.
Okay. I am gonna like back up to like a position over here, so that I can still be able to like execute my hold to protect
Yep, got it.
him. And then I'm just gonna like start doing like a Dragon Ball Z style like screaming charge up, but it's more like in like the little
Of course.
yeah. So it's not very impressive, but yeah, I'm just like getting ready as soon as one is like close enough for me to strike. Whenever one is going for me or the snake or whatever, I'm just like gonna unleash my fists.
Okay. I feel like if you're pulling back, they're all gonna fall on Piper.
Well, I can move backwards too. I mean,
Okay, so you're going
Everyone's
back
like,
as well.
we're all just retreating into this area.
I think at that point they like don't follow, and they're like, "Call
Yeah,
for
we're-
reinforcements!" And they send like one of the guy, probably the guy who got snake bit, like out of the room to like bring back more guards.
Okay, I'm gonna do something that's probably not gonna work, and probably actually just gonna be deemed impossible. But okay, so we have one guy powering up, and we have a giant snake. Now I'm gonna hope that their attention is over there, and I'm gonna try and stealthily snip out round here, like the top side of the room, and get over to the throne and find the key.
Okay, I think that's probably dexterity.
Okay, let's see how successfully. Yeah.
9.
Yes,
Let's see what the consequence is.
it's a thing.
You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. Okay, so you can either like stay at the northernmost pillar and not enter like the death zone, or you can get out there, but they're all gonna turn and see you, and yeah, you'll make it to the throne. But
Would they see me like as I'm like here fishing the key out, or?
yeah.
Okay, so I'm like, yeah, I'll go with that. I'll be like,
Okay.
like, I'm like fishing around under the unconscious king's ass. Yes, is the
So
key there,
I-
by the way? I should ask.
I sort
I
of
fi-
intercept.
I find the key.
and I use my last hold to drive them all back. While he's
Okay.
looking over there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they like literally get you're like, and they're like, ah, and they run up against the wall.
Okay.
And then as
Yeah.
I'm turning back into a druid, I'm just like, hurry.
leg it. Yeah, no, I just leg it, and I just like start sprinting as fast as my little legs will carry me, like with my creepy body, just like out of the throne room.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like I just grab the key, and they like get hissed away from me, and I'm just like, fucking leg it, and just run as fast as I can.
Yeah, I just break off my power up, and I'm like, oh, I'll just save that for later, and like start
So there's
running
no
after.
chase scenes in Dungeon World, but can I have everybody make a defy danger dexterity to see how far ahead of the guards you keep?
Oh god, slightly ahead. Okay, I'm ahead of Piper. That's
Okay,
that's.
Yeah, we don't
like
have
how
to be
that's
the
how you
guards,
check
just
it.
Piper.
Piper like takes a second to transform back into
An
not
owl.
snake form. Oh, are you taking it? Okay.
No, I use my last hold, so I'm a druid again.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think that right at the exit to the Sky Castle, like right as you're about to go into the Sky Village proper, you're like ahead of the guards. There's probably like knives and arrows. You occasionally like get in a sword fight with somebody. You think you're in the free and clear, however, right until like the last doors open up and you see the bright sun and everything, and then you notice that there's a dude standing in like pure black orichalcum armor, like all steel plated, He's got like furs around his neck and long cape, and he's got this sword that has like runes written in blood all up and down the edge. And he's like, I am the Holy Order champion of King Lear.
I know exactly what I want to do.
My name is Julius Caesar. I am here to defend this castle. You shall not escape.
I'm like, your name sounds delicious. Julius Caesar, those should both be amazing foods. Prepare to die. And then I'm not going to actually attack him. I want to shatter his sword with my fist.
Okay.
So I'll be using my move from my fighter, I think, would apply.
Which is what?
Bend bars and lift gates. Because the move reads... I mean, it's probably just be the same. But when you use pure strength to destroy an inanimate obstacle. Maybe it's not an obstacle,
It's
though.
not an obstacle.
Okay. Yeah, so I won't get specific things from
Punch
the
it
list.
into his face.
Have you seen the list, though, after...
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a good list. Yeah, so I like just like lunge forward and like but at the last second like shift my blow from towards him right to like near the hilt of his sword.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're approaching, you notice that you're like slowing down, and he's like making sigils with his hands.
And I'm
it
like,
becomes clear he's some sort
I'm
of
gonna
spellblade.
get your... Oh, I like this voice. It's kind of nice.
So yeah, like as you're punching his sword, he's using it to like. So I think it's probably he's like stabbing you in the chest with it, and then you like.
You
try
just
to
like
punch
it as it's like, aha, you've fallen into my trap as it's like driving into your chest, and you just like
Yeah.
punch it, shatter.
Now I
Yeah,
got
so you are gonna force him to let go of the sword because it's gonna be stuck in your body.
great. sounds
Roll
like a
your
great
damage
outcome.
and then roll a d10 plus 3, ignoring armor against yourself.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm doing the D10 plus 3. Or I'll do my D10 first
Okay.
against him.
Deal 1
Okay.
point of damage to him.
He is gonna beat me unless like I can kill him with his sword for some special reason. Backslash roll D10 plus 3. So do you guys want to guess how many hit points I have? Just
4.
guess.
D10 plus 3. Currently, how much you have?
Yeah,
God, I have no idea. Like,
it's 13.
you have okay. So it's that
So
situation
max,
again.
Max roll.
10%
drops
chance of
me.
10% chance of ravioli right here.
No raviolis. Okay.
not quite. I mean, you know.
3. Okay, yeah, and I like and then I just like glare at him and like I'm gonna like draw the sword out. And I mean, unless anyone's running up,
So,
I'm just gonna try to
When you
use
pull the
his own
sword
blade.
out, it disappears and reappears back in his hand.
Oh damn it!
He's like, so, you thought you could beat me that way? Let me tell you about my plan to keep order on this particular realm.
Yes. Okay, he's gonna monologue.
Yeah, I like-
Fantastic.
yeah.
How far behind us? I've got a plan that I've been.
I'm like, I bet it's not even a very good plan with
I-
details, and I'm like trying to like step back and bleed, not
this
very
is the
hard.
plan that I was gonna. Yes, good job. How far behind us are the guards that were chasing us? by
They're
the way?
like, when they see this guy fighting you, they're just like all staying back.
Okay.
It should be a pretty good
I'm gonna
indicator.
surreptitiously, as he like starts monologuing, right? I've been wondering what else magical I can do now. I've like fucked up all my spells, and the answer is I can do a ritual. And the ritual says when you draw upon a piece of power to create a magical effect, tell the GM what you're trying to achieve. Ritual effects are always possible. The GM will give you 1 to 4 of the following conditions. So I don't even roll for this. I'm gonna try and do a ritual, and you can give me 1 to 4 of the conditions on the ritual list, which is on the wizard page. And what I'm gonna try and do is draw upon the power of Stratford upon Avon, and literally just draw upon it. I want to end the levitation spell
Okay.
on Stratford upon Avon.
It's going to take you days.
It's going to take me days to do
First, you're going to need to find the crystal that levitates the city.
that. Okay.
And you and your allies will be at risk of falling from the sky and crashing into the ground
Oh, yeah.
at great speed.
Yeah.
That is what your ritual entails.
Okay. It's going to take days. We're going to be at risk from falling out of the sky.
So
and
I mean,
have to find
literally, if
crystal.
any, not to say that you're not a
let's just-
great
let's
magic
just-
user, but if any magic user could just walk up to
Let's
the
just
Classy and be
hope
like,
it's a really long monologue.
it's not. So he's like,
It's 7 days. You have plenty of time.
7 days. He's like, he sees you looking around, like trying to size up emotion. He's like, "Oh, we've already set rituals in place here. Let me tell you about this." And then he's like conjuring up this ball of like black smoke in his hands. He's like, "This is the most perfect necromancy spell ever created. Avada Kedavra. It instantly kills whoever it touches. Are you prepared to face it, necromancer?"
You can hear me quietly mumble like, "I'm pretty sure if I fell down some stairs, I would die right now."
Yeah, I kind of straighten up, and I say, in my day job as HR manager to the dead, one thing has struck me is that being dead isn't particularly isn't particularly of a trying thing to be. So yes, I'm ready to face your spell.
All right, like
If-
Rat,
if you
while
can't-
you're saying
that's-
yes, I'm ready to face your spell. It's like in motion towards you.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Can I try
I
to...
dodge out of the
something
way
as
so
well?
it hits all the guards behind me.
Okay, it's just a ball, so you
Yeah.
can't hit all the guards. You might hit
Yeah.
one,
No, I was
perhaps
It's
two.
It's definitely gonna explode and hit. Okay, I look. I'm gonna dodge so it hits some of the guards. Okay,
All
at
right.
least. So
Make your
Do I-
reflex save using dexterity.
using dexterity. Yeah. Well.
Okay,
Oh,
All right.
buddy.
yeah. So this is technically
yeah.
the cast a perfected spell of death or destruction move, but I feel like it's just going to deal damage. You roll a d10 plus 3, ignoring armor against yourself.
D10, 10 D10 plus 3.
Yep.
Okay. Now this is the funny thing. I have 14 HP. So if I rolled a nat 1 on all of the 10 D10s, this would do.
Oh no,
less
no,
than
it's a
that.
1d10. Sorry, I didn't mean
Okay.
10d10.
All right.
I just meant
Okay, I was
regular.
thinking that was a way I could
Yeah,
possibly.
yeah, my bad. I said that
Okay.
wrong.
Oh, I didn't type roll. I just typed. I was too excited. Yes.
Oh,
So,
nat one.
yeah, so I think that the ball gets close to you, and you like literally see your soul being sucked out of your body, but you dodge out of the way before.
I grab at my soul as I dodge out of the way and like no, pull it back.
Yeah, and now you realize why all those guards are like staying backed off, as it does hit one in the background, and it's literally like black holing his soul out of him. It never even touches his body; it just pulls his soul out and like stops before it hits him, and then just dissipates.
Okay,
And
So while
Julius
they've been
Caesar
doing
says,
this-
"Look what you've made me do now."
I sort of have walked sort of like out of his periphery, if that was possible, and try to.
You're just trying to like walk around him to get outside.
And, no, just like somewhere where I can turn into like a mosquito, so I can like give him malaria or something.
I don't
We're
think.
playing long con here.
Yeah.
All right, yes, all right, you can try that.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna just like approach him.
You now have a mosquito move, give malaria. You also have the flying move, escape.
So I'm trying to kind of look like pathetic and like stumble up towards him, like all bloody and fucked up.
It's a very effective
Yeah.
pretend because it's not a pretend.
And then I want to say, magic is nothing compared to the physical power of my fists. I will trade you blow for blow right now. And I like rip my shirt open and just like hold it open for him to like blast me in the chest. And I'm still just walking towards him.
Okay.
Like, and I'm trying to get as close as I can.
And I spend one hold to infect him with malaria.
All right, so here's what happens when you infect him with malaria. You realize that he doesn't actually have any flesh. Like, you're looking for it, you don't find it. And so, when you open your shirt, Rad, he pulls off his helmet, and you see that he's actually a lich.
Oh shit.
And then he starts charging at you with his sword forward.
Okay. Then I will let's see. I want to do like a spin move and try to. I want to try to like pin him down. Like I'll like spin around his like stab arm and like grab it and try to like fold him onto the ground and just like crank him into like a little position where he can't move.
I think you can like temporarily knock him to the ground. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I should be able to.
It
hold
wouldn't
him
be.
while
It
one
wouldn't be
other
part of
person
a
does
dealing
something.
damage move, though. That would be a completely separate move to like knock him down. And I think that
Right.
would probably be either strength or dexterity, depending on how you want to do it.
Probably Dex, since I'm also under pretty much a lot of threat from his sword.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
And let's find the 2d6
I hope you
plus
roll
1.
well, because otherwise you're gonna get stabbed in the chest
know.
during this.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "When you meet death, say hello for me, would you?" And then just
And I'm like,
stab
and your
you-
name is.
stabs you in the chest. Roll a D10 plus 3, ignoring armor.
Oh god.
I don't need
Oh,
you.
no,
I think
that's
you're on 3
guaranteed
HP.
kill.
They can't kill
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Yep.
Can't not kill you.
Go ahead and make your welcome to death roll as you approach the same gate that Piper saw, and the doors open and death is there, and he's like, "Never did learn that chimera style, did you, boy?"
Like, but the monkey fist was doing me just fine, though. You know, as soon as you double up monkey fists, it's a lot more effective.
Yes, I've heard that from a number of martial artists, all of whom are all dead.
Okay, and then I'm like, but it's lovely to see you. I do have something to take care of at the moment, so.
You pop back. So I think what happens is he like slams the sword into your chest, and he's like, "Say hello to death for me, will you?" And you like wake up with the sword still in your chest as he's like waving your body around on the end of the sword and still monologuing. He's just like, "Soon, using the blood of this hero, I will trap the rest of your souls in your bodies, turning you into liches under my command." And then you
And I'm
wake
like-
up.
Yeah, I'm like, Death says hi, and then I'm like above his head, like
Yep.
like sagging lower and lower on the sword.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna come from like to the top of his dome with my most powerful.
Hey, he took his
like,
helmet off. He has no armor there.
Blow.
Just saying. Just
His
not what I
armor
wanna
is
tell the GM.
magical, so before you,
Uh,
I'm into all say yes
The
and everything,
most-
but his armor is magical, so
Yeah. But he took the
magical
helmet off. though.
force. It's magical force that's blocking it. It's like mage shield.
Yeah.
Does he have magic sight, or does he have eyes that are susceptible to being pecked
He has
out?
he doesn't have eyes. He's a skeleton, so
yeah.
you're really trying to work here and Wizard
Uh,
disable this guy, huh?
I am.
I like the
I'm also
malaria
nervous
thing,
about this
although it
roll.
would take months to go into effect, right? Or at least days. Like if you infect somebody with malaria, they don't
mean, you
instantly
get
fall
sick.
over.
Oh, that was not a right roll.
Well, it probably wasn't a +6, but
No, but it's still a 9, 10, 11.
okay, roll your damage. I'll give you
Yes.
a -1 armor on this one, so he's 4 armor.
Let's see, D10.
You are punching him in a vulnerable location with no helmet on.
Oh, god damn it.
Your hand hits the top of his head, and like the magical force plus the thick bone there, just literally is like bloop.
I'm like, oh god, that's very, very firm skull.
All right, I think he's going to like raise you above his head and just like try to flick you off the sword while throwing you into a wall at the same time.
Okay,
What are the rest of you doing when you see this happening?
I'm turning back into a giant anaconda, so I can try to wrap around him and just stop him from moving.
Okay, sure.
So don't fail me now. I haven't failed a fucking roll yet.
Okay, yeah. So you have the poisonous moves, and you also have like keep contained as a move.
Okay, and I'm immediately gonna spend one of my hold to try and keep him contained.
All right, yeah. You lock him down. So what's happening is he's still got Rad on the sword, but now you're wrapping him up, and he's like ah, and Rad, you're like still being held in the air on the sword. Zacchus, what are you doing?
Okay.
It
at
looks
this
like
point,
the
point,
dozens
I,
of guards here are preparing to like rush in and help him.
Yeah,
now.
at this point I give up on the crash Stratford upon Avon ritual. I've got like the first pass of like the first of 17 magic circles drawn, but I give up on that. It's gonna take days.
Yeah, I mean, first you would have to
yeah.
analyze all the sectors of the
Yeah,
city,
it'd
and
take a while.
defragment them for the optimal
So
magical.
I think what I'm actually gonna do is
how fast would like a
I'm just
physical
gonna
wall ritual be so that you can
vault
block?
the. I'm just gonna. Wait, so this guy was blocking the gate, right? He was in like his body was like in the way of the
so,
exit.
yeah,
Okay,
you can
sweet.
walk
He's all
through it
wrapped
now.
up, and I'm just like, yeah, I just like vault over the snake. I was like, good work.